neglected ways of getting stronger is fixing strength leaks. We understand that the prime movers have to be important, technique has to be okay, but strength leak, which will really diminish your capacity to apply force on the barbell, is likely the most important but not focused on ways of getting stronger. Now imagine that your body is a big tube. Okay, you're a big tube, and strength is water that I'm pouring into the tube. Now if my body is rigid, no holes in it, the same amount of water that I pour in will come out at the end. That would be 100% efficiency. If you compare that to a barbell, well, it means that all the force applied by the prime movers can be transferred to the barbell. Let's say I'm squatting on the bar, then I'm applying force on the floor with my feet. And that force will be transferred into the barbell. But it has to move from the bottom all the way to the barbell, so it goes through my whole body. So if my body has no holes, then 100% of the force I'm applying on the floor will be transferred onto the barbell. Now, if I have holes in my tube, what happens is that some of the water I'm pouring in will get out from the holes. The result is that less water will come out at the end than I poured in. So same thing with a barbell. If I have strength leaks, some muscles are not fully tensed or they are weak, what happens is that the strength go from the floor, and let's say my abdominals are weak, strength will leak out. The result is that less strength will be transferred to the barbell. That's why it's important to have maximum tension in all the important key muscles when you're applying force on the barbell. That's why your grip has to be strong, because you're transferring force from your hands. That's why your back has to be tight. Your back has to be tight on every big lift. When you do a deadlift, the lats are engaged. When I'm doing clean snatches, same thing. When I'm doing squat, the lats are engaged. When I'm doing bench press, the lats are engaged, because that's one of the biggest strength leaks. The other big strength leak is the core. Your abdominals have to be tight, as if you're going to get punched in the stomach in every big lift. Squat, bench press, overhead press, deadlift, clean, snatch. If that is soft, when you're applying force onto the ground, it cannot be transferred to the barbell. That's even more important for every lift done with your feet on the floor. Because if you're doing a lift from the floor, deadlift, overhead press, clean, snatch, squat, then you are always applying force against the floor. And that force will move up and be transferred to the barbell. If this is weak, then strength will evade. That's one of the reasons why people lift more weight when they can use a belt. It's because it fixes that strength leak, either by being a crutch or by allowing you to push with your abs against the belt, creating more tension. That's why I'm not against the belt. I'm against the belt as a crutch when you stay passive with the abdominals. But if you're using the belt to push hard with your abs, that's a good thing. It will help you fix a strength leak voluntarily, not artificially. Now, the glutes can be a strength leak. Any muscle can be a strength leak. That's why it's really important to learn to create maximum tension in the glutes by rotating your feet out. Glutes activated. By contracting your abs here, as I'm getting punched in the stomach. By engaging my lats. By squeezing the bar as hard as possible. That fixes all the main strength leaks and increase my chances of transferring close to 100% of my strength onto the barbell. I believe that's one of the reasons, for example, why you have some people leg pressing big weights or axe squatting big weights, but squatting 225. Even though they have the leg strength to squat big weights, they never learn to keep that tight when using their legs, and as a result, when they have to engage those muscles to stay tight, they can't. As a result, they might transfer only 50% of their strength into the barbell. So learning to maximize tension is really important. That's why lifts like a Zercher carry, farmer's walk, they work great because they allow you to work on keeping everything tight. But you have to voluntarily create that tension first. Eventually, you will reach a point where it's automatic. But the first thing is you need to learn to create attention. So that's why you need to work with lighter weight, 70, 80%, so that you can force yourself to stay tight. Whereas if you go to very maximum weight, your body will go back to its natural tendency, which will be to keep that soft and focus on something else. And that will really hurt you get stronger in the future. So fixing strength leak, one of the most important ways of getting stronger.